Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. In today's video, I am doing a collective reading and energy update. By the way, on a personal note, thank you to all of you sending me beautiful healing energy as I am still recovering from a cold, but I feel so much better, and I know I owe a lot of that to all of you beautiful souls listening who have been so kind as to send me a lot of love, a lot of healing vibes. So thank you to each and every one of you here. Thank you to all of you who are subscribed to this channel, who are quite literally co-creating all of these messages and all of these videos here on YouTube. So the first card to come out from the Energy Oracle cards deck is the Happy Family card in the upright position. At the beginning of this reading, I looked up out the window of my apartment and there was a bird kind of sitting up in the corner of the balcony. And it's funny because the first thing that came into my mind is, I wonder if this bird is building a nest. And so I feel that this metaphor of building a nest, grounding yourself, building a space in this physical world where you feel comfortable. Now, this could be a literal space, like a home or a place to live, but I'm getting that for many, this may be highly symbolic. This may be speaking to someone who is really learning to feel comfortable in their own skin, to feel confident in themselves physically, to move around the world feeling confident when they're interacting with other people, really getting grounded in this world, potentially after a period of time where for the person I'm channeling for here, there may have been, I'm getting like a hermit mode or a period of personal isolation where you may have felt and may still feel to some extent a bit cut off from the rest of the world, or you might just be internally feeling really different from the people around you. But I see that in the coming weeks, months, and years, there is this grounding effect that is beginning to take place within yourself, within your life, where you are going to find a deeper sense of belonging in your physical world. And again, you might already be seeing certain signs of this in some way. Yeah, I see really deep contentment coming through for someone here with the Envy card in the reverse position. I'm hearing through using your voice, all your wishes are being fulfilled through activating your voice. So for someone listening, you might be pursuing some kind of career or endeavor. The Temple Path card reverse came out when the word career came out as well. So for someone listening, there may have been a period of time where you were working a career or on a life path that didn't feel like your highest soul's path here on earth, that may have left you feeling disempowered in some way. This may still be some job or career that you're transitioning out of. But the beautiful thing that I'm getting here is, regardless of whether this career or job is still physically in your life, again, it might not be a job for everyone. It could be any physically manifested, disempowered state of being. This could be a relationship. This could be a place of living, some kind of physically manifested facet of your life that has been called to your attention as something that has been disempowering you and preventing you or blocking you from using your true voice in some way. Regardless of whether this thing is still physically in your life, I'm hearing the chapter has already been closed energetically, and you feel this massive transition taking place in your life. Even if with blossoming abundance upright, this speaks to seeds of intention being planted, beginning to grow beneath the earth. And I'm getting that you are feeling this energetic process beginning, this closing out of a previous chapter and planting the powerful intentions for something new that is now taking hold in your energy field, so to speak, which of course everything that happens energetically reflects in the physical world. So I feel your guides really urging you to have a sense of trust in whatever this new chapter is that you are daydreaming, that you're visualizing, that you are holding as an intention in your heart. Even if you don't see the clear path to this ultimate manifestation, because I do see that unfolding for you energetically, and of course that will reflect physically as well. Someone might be connecting with the number 333. This can be a number of the ascended masters. It can mean there are very powerful spiritual forces at play in your life that are connecting with you. I heard resources. These spiritual beings are like these unconscious resources that are coming in to assist you, to help you shift. I'm hearing to help you grow and expand and evolve into this dream that you've created in your mind that you're holding as an intention. By the way, I didn't specify at the beginning of this reading whether we were speaking to the divine feminine or divine masculine, but I am getting quite a bit of divine feminine energy here. So I feel many of you listening will be connecting as the divine feminines. Also, with the appreciation card reversed and the root chakra card reversed, I feel this speaks to a past energy, but potentially a recent past energy. I feel these cards are talking about that situation that came up earlier, that job, relationship, life situation that felt very disempowering, that blocked you from using your true voice and maybe kept you feeling underappreciated. With the appreciation card reversed, I feel that your true worth wasn't seen in this situation because whoever you were connecting with or whatever job position, life situation you were connecting with was around other people who were, I just keep hearing my guides say they were blind. They were blind to your true value and worth, but that doesn't mean that your true value and worth wasn't there. And I feel that you've made this powerful choice to go where you feel valued, where others can see your value and worth, whether that's through sharing some kind of passion or beginning to create some kind of online platform to share your gifts, your true passions, your true voice essentially with the world, or whether that's shifting into a different job position, a different geographical location, a different relationship, or breaking off a relationship. But regardless, I see that this choice you've made, I'm hearing this very courageous and potentially very challenging choice. This feels like it was very heavy, a difficult choice to make, but this choice to empower yourself is really what is bringing in everything that you've ever held as a desire in your heart. This is really amounting to a quantum shift in your life. And really that word quantum shift kept coming out as I was preparing for your reading. That feels like it's going to be such a theme for your upcoming life. And just as a sign of confirmation for everything we've been saying, beautiful divine feminine, we have the card Queen of Pentacles. Now, this is a beautiful card of abundance, especially for a divine feminine energy. But what I see this card speaking to is the fact that you are someone who is beginning to become highly magnetic to attract holistic abundance, abundance in all forms, abundance of love, of connection, of happiness, of fulfillment. and of course of monetary and material things as well. But I see in connection with this that you are someone who has a very kind and generous spirit. And in fact, what my guides are telling me is it's this generosity, this kindness, this open spirit within you that is actually magnetizing your being in connection with, of course, that empowering choice that you've made to take some kind of a leap or a shift in your life, whatever that is, even if it's a leap in your mindset. Regardless, this choice to empower yourself, to come into your true voice, to activate that voice, and at the same time, this beautiful, generous, open-hearted spirit that you naturally have about you, connected, these two aspects to your being are causing you to become highly magnetic, again, to attract abundance in all forms into your life. So, wow, very, very beautiful messages coming out for you, Divine Feminine. And in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling more messages from your spirit guides and from your higher self about this choice to take your power back, to activate your voice, how this is so radically changing your life, causing you to take a quantum leap toward those goals and dreams you may have held in your heart for a long time, and any other messages or pieces of information you may need to know about that process at this time. So the link to the extended reading is in the pinned comment and description box under this video. So now I am going to reshuffle the cards here, clear out these previous energies that have been coming through, and channel a bit more for you, Divine Feminine, listening to this reading. So what else does this Divine Feminine need to know? So the word Washington came out. This could be Washington, D.C. This could be the state of Washington. We also have the word sand. So someone might be living near a beach or a coastal area. I'm getting that for someone. Also the word prove. And now I'm picking up on a divine masculine in someone's energy field here. And with the victory card reversed, I see that there is a masculine here who is connected to you in some way, whether that's physically or spiritually. And I will be channeling more information potentially on how you and this person may be connected. But what I'm seeing is this masculine is feeling a bit hopeless, a bit defeated. I'm hearing defeated by himself and his own past actions or lack of action, and the realizations that he's having about those past actions or lack of action, which these realizations are coming through his third eye chakra. Now, if you've been following some of my recent readings, you may have been resonating with some of the previous readings as well, because the divine masculine coming through here, I'm seeing some parallels with a divine masculine energy that came through in recent readings, going through this radical third eye chakra activation. I see this being a steady and yet from a 3D physical perspective, potentially a slow moving energy that is transforming this masculine at a very deep level. And I just keep hearing my guides say slowly and steadily, which of course the divine masculine polarity often does have a kind of energy about it that moves more like molasses. It moves more slowly. And this is just because the divine masculine is dominant in the lower chakra centers, the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, which tend to have a slower moving energy, whereas the divine feminine is dominant in the upper three chakras above the heart. So the throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra, which have a faster moving energy about them. But in time, although I see this energy potentially being frustrating at times from an external 3D perspective, not just to a divine feminine connected with this masculine, but I feel this frustration from his own self as well. This feeling of, can't I just shift more quickly? Can't I just process out all of this healing, this transmutation work more easily? Why is this taking so long? I feel him almost being hard on himself here at times, with almost this conscious realization that he's not changing as fast as he might like to. And I just saw the number 1515 here. So you guys know when these numbers come out, I do like to channel a message from them. Wow, this is really beautiful. So this is symbolic of love and romance changes that could be coming to a relationship. So regardless of whether you are in a literal 3D relationship with this masculine or not, I do see that there are radical and yet slow moving changes. Like the energy that I'm getting is the changes are very, like when you see them, they are radical to you. These are major transformations, but they are happening at a slow pace. So they're moving slowly, but they feel very profound, if that makes sense. And with the cornucopia card upright, this is a very positive card to higher levels of vibration, to manifestation, to a kind of energetic opening up taking place within this masculine. But with the patience card, of course, we see this happening over the course of time in the physical 3D world. Although, of course, time doesn't really exist at the higher spiritual level. Now, with Magician and the Mirror in the reverse position, this is one of my top 2 twin flame cards in this deck. So earlier I said that Divine Feminine, you and this person are very much connected. So it's very possible that the connection could be a spiritual, very high level, meaning high vibrational, meaning you share a very similar core soul frequency type of connection. Now, if this core soul frequency between you is identical, this would be a twin flame. If it's very, very close to identical, this may be a very high level soulmate situation. But I'm absolutely feeling this person to be a soulmate or a twin flame. This divine masculine is undergoing the next level of their own integration. With the Magician and the Mirror reverse, this often speaks to that integration process, to the balance of divine masculine and divine feminine energies that is within each of us. And this integration is necessary in order to magnetically attract a harmonious reunion state, whatever that looks like for you, because in a twin flame situation especially, there can be many different definitions of union. For some, this is a kind of energetic union. This is working together in the higher realms and feeling at peace, feeling at one with one another. For others, this could range all the way from there to a full-blown traditional looking romantic relationship. And again, it's all about your unique soul intentions, which are spoken to you through your pure heart desires. So only you can define what that union state would look like for you uniquely. I'm seeing the number 777 for someone. But with the thinking man upright, I see this masculine being very much in his head, and community reversed is speaking to a period of isolation. So what I'm getting is at this time in the 3D world, this masculine is spending a lot of time alone. This time alone is for the divine purpose of clearing and clarifying his energy. I'm seeing clear quartz, so that might connect with someone literally, but I'm also taking this symbolically because clear quartz is great for energy purification and clearing. So symbolically, I see that this masculine is being purified in a sense, energetically, meaning he is learning to really get in touch with his own true, authentic core soul frequency, which of course very closely matches yours, divine feminine. Which is why he's also very much in his head, because the more time that he spends alone with himself through this divine purification process, the more that he naturally is in touch, can more clearly hear his own unique core soul frequency, which naturally aligns him or causes him to feel a greater alignment with those who match that core soul frequency, which of course I see you, Divine Feminine, as someone who carries a soul vibration very similar, if not identical to his own. I'm seeing red roses for someone. Although this masculine is feeling hopeless, we also have the temple path upright. So there is this kind of paradoxical situation with this masculine where on the one hand, he's feeling very defeated through these realizations that may be causing him a lot of pain and regrets. He's spending a lot of time alone, potentially in his head, as his energy is being cleared and purified. But at the same time, at a higher level, if we were to take a bird's eye view of the trajectory of this masculine, his unfolding 3D experience, how he is being so radically changed and transformed beneath the surface at a really deep level, what we would see with this temple path card is a profound alignment to his highest divine path and purpose. The number 12 came out here, so someone may be connecting with the number 1212. And of course, in connection with that, we have the crown chakra in the upright position. Yeah, this feels like this masculine coming into his own destiny. This feels like a very powerful realignment. But when I say realignment, I mean the first time he's aligning in this incarnation, but a realignment in the sense that he's an eternal being, and that when he came to this physical world, in this physical body, he became very disaligned, intentionally, of course, for the purpose of transmuting for the divine masculine collective, but he became very disaligned from that true soul core vibration that he is now being divinely realigned with in this lifetime. So I am going to channel more messages about the divine purification and spiritual realignment taking place within this divine masculine, how this is impacting his physical 3D life. I will also be channeling messages about what this divine masculine is consciously thinking and feeling at this time, especially toward the divine feminine. So the link to those extended messages is in the pinned comment and description box under the video. The hostilities card in the reverse position came out here, and I heard an era of peace, that there's this era of peace coming in to your life. Whoever is connecting with this reading, I'm hearing through the turbulence, through the pain, through the confusion and isolation, you are being divinely guided into an era of peace. With the rest and rejuvenation card in the upright position, along with this era of peace, you might be finding yourself spending a lot of time resting in quiet, in silence, in nature, creating, doing things that, regardless of whether it's an action, again, like creating something, being in that active flow state energy, taking a walk in nature, or whether it's something that is more passive, like sleeping, taking a nap, literally resting, I see that this is a form of rejuvenation and regeneration, both at the biological, physical level. I see it going down to your cellular level, but simultaneously, and perhaps even more importantly, at the energetic level. Predominantly at this time, this period of rest and rejuvenation and regeneration, again, is helping you to ground yourself. With the card Star Keeper, it says, cosmic ancestors, see the light by staying grounded. I see this just like encirclement of light around you, and it's almost like your spirit guides protecting you with this circle of light energy. And what I see is that you, Divine Feminine, have always been someone who is highly empathic and highly sensitive with weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. But now you are learning how to care for yourself. You are learning that the only way to truly give back to the world in your true divine destined way to go about doing that, meaning not necessarily giving everyone around you, sacrificing for what they might demand of you, but giving the gift of yourself to the world, the gift of your core soul frequency embodied in art or music or creation, or just you living your life and exuding that frequency. That is your true gift to give to the world. And the only way that you're capable of truly giving that gift is by learning how to give to yourself, how to be in that receptive energy, how to care for yourself, your physical body, give yourself the rest and rejuvenation you need. Again, whether those are actions or whether that is you literally sleeping more frequently, allowing your body to rest. I'm seeing that in doing this and caring for yourself, you are learning to set boundaries emotionally and energetically with the people around you, which is necessary because the true gift you have to give to the world is that core soul frequency within yourself. And that can only be clarified when you throw off the weight that others have put upon you, the burden of their own lack of consciousness or their own shadows that again was never yours to carry. You can only truly empower others by first empowering yourself. And I see that in the past because of your very generous spirit and caring heart. You may have over-sacrificed. You may have given a lot to the people around you and had difficulty setting boundaries. But I see that you've been divinely potentially separated from other people, or you felt this guidance within yourself to again allow this resting rejuvenation to set stronger boundaries. And this all amounts to that encirclement of light around you, that protection that is giving you, carving out that space for you to, just as the masculine here is also purifying his own authentic core soul frequency, I see you doing the same here through this boundary setting, through this learning to care for yourself, your physical world, your physical life, to really ground yourself in that way. And this is actually what is creating that jumping off point to that quantum leap, that quantum shift you are taking in your life at this time. With the strategy card in the upright position, I just hear this message of all is as it should be, because the energy I'm getting is in the physical, things may look very uncertain. They may look very chaotic. There may be a lot of confusion, specifically for the divine feminine. I see with the broken heart card reversed, a deep heart healing that's been coming through recent readings where you might be healing from some kind of past heartbreak. This may even be in connection with the divine masculine that came through earlier, and you are healing your heart around this situation as well. But I see that even this heart healing, and as painful as all of that may have been, it's also been simultaneously this activation. It's been something that is now propelling you into your true purpose here on this planet in this lifetime. So in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling more in depth about the heart healing that some of you may be experiencing. So I would recommend that to any of you who may be specifically feeling like you are going through this energetic healing process, coming out of potentially a time of heartbreak with this divine masculine or a different masculine in your life, and finding yourself at the same time feeling propelled forward into something. So the more detailed spirit guide and higher self messages on that transition, on that heart healing, will be in the extended Patreon reading, which is linked in the pinned comment and description box under the video. To close out this reading, I'm going to channel one final message from the Rumi Oracle. And this Rumi card is Layla. So I'm just going to read a message from the guidebook here. Under the sacred black cloak of night, the Divine Mother, the Goddess, she who transfigures from darkness into the light, has invited you into her chamber. In that place, you shall experience annihilation, but only that of which is untrue, that of which would hold you back, dampen your spirit, or prevent you from bursting into full aliveness. For that which is true is already seated deep within her womb and is preparing to be born, strong and with good, powerful legs. So when it is time, it will leap like a wild creature, all instinct and intuition, into the morning light. From this moment, however, there is darkness, and that is essential for the appearance so imminent, beloved, of the light on its way. This oracle brings you guidance. If you find yourself to be sad, to be grieving, whether you know for what or not, or even depressed or struggling, feeling as though you are being pulled down, do not fight. Bear witness instead. Allow what is taking place to take place. Allow what is happening to happen. You shall find joy in allowing the interplay of darkness and the light to take place according to a greater unfolding rhythm of your own divine growth process. So that feels like a beautiful place to close this first reading here on YouTube. In the extended version of the reading, we will be channeling more deeply into these messages. I will also be channeling love messages from both the divine masculine that came through in this reading and the divine feminine to one another. So all of that information is in the pinned comment and description box if you do feel guided to continue with me over on Patreon. Otherwise, I am wishing you a beautiful weekend, and I will talk to you again in Monday's reading.